watching Where Are They Now with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Good evening. Welcome to the opening statement. I'm your host, Dianne Hart, and this evening I have the awesome pleasure of interviewing a business owner, a pharmacist, a young woman that's going to talk to you this evening about breast cancer and how critically important it is. That is Dr. Vondalyn Wright. Dr. Wright, how are you today?
I'm really good. Thank you so much for having me today. I really appreciate it. I'm always honored to be with you, Rick. Thank you so much.
Thank you. I greatly appreciate it. So now let's jump right in. We're going to talk about where we left off some time ago. When we're going to start out by talking about the fact that October is Breast Cancer Month. But you and I both know that breast cancer is not a particular month. It is all the time. So let's kind of catch up on where you are in your journey, and then we're going to move forward and talk about some of the things you're going to be doing this month.
Yes. So in 2021, I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Of course, that's devastating. I'm in the prime of my life. And being diagnosed with breast cancer is just an unknown for everyone. But I was just moving along like everybody else, and just remember hearing the word cancer, and it really hit me hard.
So after getting your diagnosis, kind of give us a little bit of the journey on where you were, and then we're going to bring it all the way up to where you are today and talk about some of the women that you're working with.
Yes, I was diagnosed in 2021. I ended up getting my treatment at Moffitt. So I had to go through everything: chemotherapy, radiation, double mastectomy, just all of the things that no one wants to hear. Chemotherapy was the toughest thing to go through. But during my journey, I didn't see a whole lot of people that looked like me at Moffitt. Moffitt, I had the best treatment. I had the best team. We all worked together to beat this cancer. And so I wondered why. I wondered what was the disparity, and it was access. Everybody doesn't have access to the best doctors. And so I wanted to do something about it. I formed a foundation. It's called Fight Wright Foundation, and it brings awareness. What we promote with Fight Wright is early detection. We promote getting tested younger because nobody thinks that when you're young and you're going about your life that cancer is a thing. But breast cancer is something that anybody can get. I've seen people as young as 20-something years old get breast cancer. And so my advice to everyone is, if you feel something, do something. Do your exams every month, and then just kind of rally around people when they're going through things like breast cancer, because that was one of my missions too, to make sure that nobody fights breast cancer alone. So many people get isolated because people are scared. They don't know what the outcome is going to be from cancer. But what I will tell you from firsthand, that what we need when we're going through something so devastating is family, and we need friends. We need people to understand.
Right. So you formed a group of women that you meet with on a monthly basis, and provide that support, because that's what you're talking about, the need to have support around you, somebody to tell you, oh, it's gonna be okay. We're going to make this. We are, meaning not just you by yourself, but this team that's with you are going to make it. So let's talk a little bit about those women. And I want people to understand that age group of women that we're talking about. I've had an opportunity to work alongside with you, with those ladies, and the age varies. It's not, everybody over 40.
No, not at all. Yeah, the ages, like I say, as young as in the 20s. We've even had males that have been affected by breast cancer as well. So my message to everyone is that anybody can get this disease. It's an ugly disease that nobody wants, that anybody can get. And when somebody is going through, like I said, we have the Fight Wright Foundation, and what we do is rally around each other. And it feels good to know that you're not alone and that you're not the only one experiencing certain things. And one of the things that we get to do is prepare people for things that they're about to experience, like chemotherapy. I'm going to get you your juices or your ginger bites, or every little thing that I think helped me throughout that journey, or even to just get you prepared to know that losing your hair is not the end. I like to be the face of aftermath. Like everything comes back. Everything that you lose, it comes back, and it comes back tenfold, because now I feel like I'm even stronger than I was before my diagnosis.
Right. So that was the reason why I kind of partnered up with Dr. Wright to talk about lowering the age to ensure that younger women would have that opportunity. Last year, we got the bill through one committee, and the Senate was able to get the bill all the way through, but we could not do the same thing in the House. So this year, I'm going back. The bill has already been filed,
Yes.
and I'm going to need your help, because we're going to need some experts from over at Moffitt to kind of give us some information, to give us the data that will support that it's not just women past 40, it's 25-year-olds, 30-year-olds, people who may have had breast cancer in their family who now really need an opportunity to get their mammogram, and they don't have that. So I did refile the bill. Go ahead.
Yeah, so me being on the patient and family advocacy board at Moffitt, I can see the age of cancer, just cancer in general, getting younger. I don't know what it is. Of course, I'm not, an expert in what it is, but I will tell you that we need to start testing at a younger age, especially for people with family history, or for people with any kind of risk factor. And there are so many risk factors. Obesity is a risk factor. It's a lot of different risk factors that make people more susceptible to getting cancer. And I think that, I do know that early detection is the key, right? And so if we can test earlier, we will know that we can get things going. But if we can test earlier, we will be able to have early detection and save more lives. We're gonna have more people living beyond those 5 years, and we know that those first 5 years are critical. If we can get past those 5 years with breast cancer, then we have a really good chance of beating it.
And we want people to understand that it's not just breast cancer. Men do also get breast cancer, but there's prostate cancer. We need to ensure that we are educating our community on the importance of testing. And let me ask you this, Dr. Wright. What's happening with the test that they can test for a gene to see if there's a probability that you may get breast cancer or a form of cancer?
So there is a test that we can do. The biggest thing is it's not being covered by the insurance, which, like I said, I like to do things proactively. I would like to do everything that we can on the front end so that we'll save, I'm sure that it will save a whole lot more money on the back end if we can just get these tests. And I know it's a cost, and I know that's a factor, but that shouldn't be a determining factor to get people the help that they need and early detection. I've seen too many young women pass away over the past even couple of years that I've been in this fight. It's like every year we're losing people unnecessarily because they caught their cancer too late.
Right. And that's always a heartbreaker. I had an opportunity to meet with some of your ladies, and some of them talked about friends of theirs that did not make it. So, as soon as we can get tested, we've got to emphasize how critically important it is to be testing ourselves, checking our breasts on every month, figure out what your day will be, and let that be your day to actually, self-test. But also, Dr. Wright, I know that you have the pharmacy and that you're doing a lot of things at the pharmacy. Let's talk a little bit about the pharmacy and some of the services that you're providing through your pharmacy along with the Fight Wright Foundation.
Yes, so I do own the Wellness Hub in East Tampa. It has a pharmacy in it. Now we do primary care. I know you came over and
I did.
and make sure that you get some of the services that we offer. We have a transportation business that takes people to and from the doctor's office, wheelchair accessible, because a lot of times, people are missing appointments, and it's because of transportation. We also help with insurance to make sure that everybody is insured. Right now, we're working with Hillsborough County to see what we could do about some of the people who are on the street who really just need insurance. They don't have proper ID. So we're helping even get them the ID, the insurance, the doctor. So we're just really trying to connect all the dots in Hillsborough County, especially in East Tampa, to make sure that everybody can get service. One of the things that I'm really proud about is that we had the mammogram bus come last October, in order to try to, for the first time in East Tampa, the mammogram bus came so that we could get some people tested for breast cancer who had not been tested in the past.
You had the mammogram bus to come into the community to provide mammograms for individuals that normally would not have gotten them. How difficult was that to get the bus into the community? And what were the requirements in order to qualify to be able to get that mammogram?
So we got the bus through the foundation, and so that was pretty easy. The good thing is that my foundation paid for people who did not have insurance. So that was really, really good. The thing is getting them coming back is the part, because they didn't have enough people to show up to get tested. So when we do these things in the neighborhood, we got to make sure that we're out supporting it.
Absolutely. Maybe we might consider going into a community that's at risk more so, and whether it's in Silver Oaks or somewhere else, and have them already pre-signed up. Approximately how many people do we need to have a successful day with the mammogram bus?
I think if we have like 25 to 50 people, they would be happy.
Yeah, we
25 people.
Right. Y'all had 25?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's a good number.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we'll just have to do a whole lot of marketing to try and make sure that we get it out so that people know. Now, you have some mental health services, or the ability to connect people with mental health services through the pharmacy.
One of the things I'm really proud of is the partnership we have with our mental health practitioners, because it's so important. Mental health is something that we all kind of go through, and sometimes it's a stigma. People don't want to admit that, oh my gosh, I got something going on mentally, but we really, I've seen a difference in people's lives when they do get the proper help and a proper diagnosis. And sometimes it's just as simple as depression and you get through it.
Right.
Sometimes, talking to a therapist or even getting on medication might be the answer.
Absolutely. Well, we're going to take a break and we'll be right back.
Breast cancer, a painful disease. Fighting it is in your hands, quite literally. Your hands are strong weapons against breast cancer. Use your hands once every month for 5 short minutes through the following 6 steps. Stand facing a mirror and raise your arms. Lower your arms. Press them firmly against your hips. Slowly turn from side to side and look for changes in breasts shape and size, nipples shape and size, appearance of the skin. Feel your breasts and the surrounding areas for lumps. Gently squeeze the nipples to check for any abnormal discharge. Lie down and repeat steps 4 and 5. 6 easy steps of breast self-examination. Your hand can keep you ahead in your fight against breast cancer.
You're watching The Opening Statement with your host, Dianne Hart. Now here's Dianne.
Welcome back to The Opening Statement. I'm your host, Dianne Hart, and this evening I have the awesome pleasure of interviewing Dr. Vondalyn Wright. as we talk about breast cancer, we know that this is Breast Cancer Month, but we also know that breast cancer has no month. All
Right.
the months are breast cancer months. So let's talk a little bit about what you have coming up in the very near future.
Yes, I'm really excited. Every October I have a walk, and this year it's getting bigger and bigger every year. And so this year, again, the walk is at Perry Harvey Park in downtown Tampa. And it's free for everyone. What we like for people to do is register so that you can let us know who's affected by breast cancer or any cancer, and we'll recognize you at the walk. We all walk together or run. It's a 5K. So even if you have a team, you can bring them out. You can bring the whole company out. Just all of us walking together for a cause for breast cancer awareness.
And let's go with the dates and the time.
Okay, so the date of the walk is October 25th, and that's a Saturday morning. If you can be out there by 8 o'clock, we're going to start walking about 9 o'clock. Typically, you do your show there.
I know, but this year I won't be in Florida.
Oh, okay.
I'll be gone, and I'm trying to think how I might be able to get somebody to do my show from there and tag me on it so that I can still be a part of it. So I'm going to work on that over the next few days to see if I can find somebody who will go out and actually video the entire, show it live, and then they tag me and it'll be up on my page.
Will you be in Florida on October 23rd?
No, I leave on the 22nd.
Okay, so on October 23rd, we have another event. This time we're doing a golf tournament in honor of Fight Wright. So, anybody, or if anybody wants to golf, it's going to be like really fun. It's going to be a Halloween themed golf tournament. Something not, you don't have to even know how to golf. We're going to go on the golf course and have fun for a good cause for Fight Wright Foundation. So I'm really excited about that this year. And that is on October 23rd.
Where?
It's at the golf course. It's in Odessa. If I can, I'll get you the link, and so that maybe you could just put the link for the people to see.
You'll have to send it to me, yes, so that we can have the link. Okay, and that'll be October 23rd. And what time does that start?
That starts at 12 noon. It's a Thursday, and if you can't make it, or even if you wanted to just have a hole out there in your honor or in your family's honor,
Yes, people can do that. And how much does that cost? I'm sorry to interrupt you.
$60.
$60 to be able to participate.
Yes.
All right. And you can have a hole in honor of your loved one.
Yes.
Okay, a good reason to do that. I think I'll do that for my mom who had stomach cancer. And that's going to be on October 23rd at 12 noon. I need an address of the golf course. Do you have that?